counter, come back with a right-hand counter himself.
Do you agree with that strategy?
Found out one thing, southpaws realize that most people are told to move to their left, in other words, into the southpaw's right hand, and they've got that figured out. So when you're
able to duck under a right hand there, Ortiz is the first southpaw that Andy Ruiz has faced.
Out. So he's comfortable with the left-hander right now. It's the first one he's fought in the pros. Opponents have been right-handers, and you saw what happened when he went up against the southpaw with Charles Martin. It was a knock.
Getting a win over Charles Martin. It's funny, you can see we've gotten used to a heavy version. Hard shot, hardest of the fight so far here. That's round one.
Let me pick this up here. You know, Andy throws the jab. It's a good jab, but then gets countered with the left hand and a right, but the last left hand is the one that really landed and pushed.
He doesn't like the southpaw.
Yeah, right.
Still getting used to it.
Yeah, he is, but punches and counter punches. So he got in there with that jab really nice.
Okay. That round was perfect. That's the way.
No te descuides. Usa el jab.
Be careful, just be careful. Luis Ortiz here with his family. His wife Liz Day and his daughter Liz Mercedes is here as well. They were here ringside in that fight with Charles Martin, excuse me. And I'll tell you, it was some tense opening round here, this heavyweight clash. Two guys who will box, but will throw heavy thudding power at the end of both of these shots, both of these fighters.
Boy, see, this is why southpaws and right-handers, you see the headbutt by Andy Ruiz coming in, and it's not on purpose, it's by accident. It's the non-meshing of styles here. You've got both lead feet on the same side, which is not true when it's two right-handers.
Well, you got Ortiz's feet on the outside, so he's controlling Ruiz.
Well, and if you saw earlier, Ruiz tried to step it, and it looked real sloppy. They kind of tripped on each other. So this is...
His hands are that fast.
That's it. He's quick.
6, 7. You okay? Come here. You want to go? Go.
Yeah, this is what I was concerned about, his legs, you know, at this age.
It's a right hand again. I mean, Ruiz is remarkable. He's barely landed any shots, and he's got Ortiz almost out already.
Yeah, but that first one that hurt him and knocked him down really hurt him bad. Good counter by Ortiz.
Ortiz firing back hard.
Wobbly now.
This is a slow opening round, but not here round number two. Ruiz tries the hook.
I think Andy Ruiz...
Missed those shots. Ruiz able to get under that left hand, and again.
Ruiz is taking the better shot, though, right now. You know, he's weathering the storm when he gets clipped with that hard left hand by Ortiz. And Ortiz has got many...
They're throwing bombs. There's no question. You can see the power from Andy Ruiz. The hands are so fast.
There's only 15 seconds left right now.
Slapping right hand over the top. And you can see Ortiz already. This is what we thought would happen.
Wow.
Maybe not exactly like this, but we knew they'd throw.
Wow, I was shocked that Ortiz came back the way he did. Giving up, no way, no way.
Here Ortiz with his left hand down, throws a lazy jab, then catches Andy, who counters the left hand really quick, right on top of the head. So it was a punch, counter punch. It's probably the same angle right here. Boom, right there. And man, right on top of the head. Lead right hand, little jab. But it's more of a push down there. He was still hurt. It's probably never... This fight ain't going to the scorecard.
You're saying don't sweat it. I get it.
Right.
I get it. Round number 3. Slow first round. All action in the second round. These guys throwing for real. As you see Ortiz sliding there with his lead foot. There.
It was, but he threw a lazy jab, and Ruiz was able to come with his fast hands.
We're going to take a look at the end of that round as well. We're going to give you a little split screen.
This is where I said, Ortiz is lining him up. Boom.
Oh, you're right.
Great left hand.
Those fast hands, fast hands that conquered Anthony Joshua at Madison Square Garden. And remember how Joshua came in as a nobody.
I guarantee the corner of Luis Ortiz advised him to box, circle, to move. Don't stand in front of... Box to...
They stayed away, and that was even against a 286-pound Andy Ruiz. I called that fight. It was Joshua like twice stood his ground and said, "Okay, I'm not doing that anymore."
That's enough of that.
Right. Enough of this nonsense.
That nice rhythm. He's doing it, but He needs to be moving that head, shake, do a little bit more shaking.
Lennox, have you ever faced, forgive my ignorance, I just, off the top of my head, have you just had to stay back? Like, Tua wasn't that type of guy, Tyson wasn't that type of guy. How about facing?
Oh, no, I haven't faced a fighter like that yet.
You know, you land a punch on him and you go, wow, I'm doing good. And then, bam, he comes back so
by Ruiz. You're right, I know Ortiz has learned that already. But he's just not very...
Listen for that bell, gentlemen.
Here's an example of Ruiz's counter-punching abilities. Right there in the breadbasket. Wow. Yeah, it kind of bent Ortiz backwards and forwards and everything.
Generally speaking, yes, it really depends on what type of food he had in there previously.
Who's the guy that hit you the hardest to the body ever?
Don't remember.
Then he hit you to the head then.
I don't remember that too.
That was a joke.
Well, yeah, well, number 4.
Get over here. You got those? Time in. Let's go.
All right, they had to clear out the corners. A little delay. Listen, I mean, he's already knocked down Luis Ortiz. That's not an easy. I think he's started out great right now, and you know, but I don't think we've seen the last of the talents of Luis Ortiz.
Right. I think your description of, I think it's apt here. Andy Ruiz, he is like a cobra. You go in, you think you're doing foul. He hits that hard. Fast hands, able to snap him off at short distance.
That's what he's doing, and he's doing the right thing because. You know, like I said, don't commit all the way. Just throw that jab out there.
Right, but he started closing the gap on Andy Ruiz last round at the end of the round, and I thought that was kind of a mistake. You could be walking into a trap with Andy Ruiz getting too close to him.
Oh, yeah. Andy Ruiz would rather you come to him than him come to you.
Long jab from distance by Ortiz. It's a good point because Ruiz's 2 losses. It's a tall heavyweight who kept his distance. That was in 2016.
Yeah, I saw that Parker fight. I'm not too sure Andy got a good...
It was close.
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
It was a close fight. Again, halfway through here, round number 4. So far, uneventful, but dangerous. Ortiz looks like he's clear-headed, at the very least, after getting knocked down. Again, he was credited for 2 knockdowns, Ruiz was. Whether or not he deserved that second one. See, Joe, it's the first time I really kind of irrelevant.
Right.
You know, I mean, it really doesn't matter. You know, it's kind of a fun.
Doing a good job from the outside, but he's got to start letting his hands go a little bit more and catching Ruiz as he's coming in. Because just boxing and getting out of the way, but not inflicting some damage. Like right there, that's what he should be doing more often, whether he's coming or going. But he should definitely do it at arm's length.
Yeah, well, every time he takes it, that chance is put.
And to your point, Joe, in this round, Ortiz has landed 3 jabs. It's not like he's...
El agua, Monir, el agua.
The points with it, so he's just got to keep it going all night. And also, he can also mess up Andy. Yeah.
From this distance.
That's right. Look, I've often said it. I say Andy Ruiz has really running. And
a lot.
He wants to do 1,000 rounds.
Pardon?
He wants to do 1,000.
Yeah. Okay.
Seems like a lot.
And well, here's the other thing. Plus, he's putting in road work
because that's a good move for boxing.
That's a new twist for Deontay.
You need road work,
of course.
Round number 6 here. Andy Ruiz in the blue and yellow. Luis Ortiz in the blue and white. 2 knockdowns.
Stays on the end of Ortiz's punches and doesn't like work his way in and start hitting the body, slowing him down, and you know, I mean, chopping the tree down. We may be in for a little bit of a long night for Andy Ruiz.
Yeah, you see the low punch output right there. Punches T's. It's very different. Just a very different package he's facing in front of him now. Good right hand there by Ruiz. Even a cupping shot moves Ortiz.
Last 2 exchanges.
Ortiz is setting up for the 1-2. That's what I see.
He's 27 years old. He can get on his toes, slap out that jab, snap it out, and keep face to face.
That's really dangerous.
You see, that's a beautiful jab from Luis Ortiz. Body shot there by Ruiz. And it's just not really in his repertoire right now to go out and jab and keep it distant. So you're right, Joe. As soon as he closed the gap on Ruiz, it got dangerous for him.
Right.
House.
I think Andy Ruiz has got to start being relentless and picking up on Luis Ortiz. I think that's his best shot right now. Not hanging back here. This is not his.
So he's not getting any shots, but
good head movement there by Ortiz, Lennox.
Oh, absolutely.
We are halfway through. Slapping. And you can, Ortiz says, take that with you. Let's go upstairs to Kate Abdo. Luis Ortiz very possibly has taken a few of these last few rounds.
You're doing do more of it. Keep boxing, stepping back, stepping to the side, using the jab. And then if I were in Ruiz's corner, I'd tell him, look, you can't win this fight sitting back. You
right.
Put some pressure on. Sorry.
Let's go.
Yeah, I agree 100% with Larry Hazard. I mean, I give Ortiz because he's doing what he wants to do.
And Ruiz against the southpaw.
Well, yeah. Well, hey, listen, you know, you're not going to get any.
Two slapping right hands. Look at it. I think it's Ortiz still at the age of 43. Keep him at bay. But does Ruiz have the conditioning? Does he have the desire? If they clash and they throw, he'll get the better of it, but that has to happen.
See, Andy Ruiz is keeping his left hand way back towards his face, which is a smart thing. But that gives Luis Ortiz an opportunity to...
6, 7, 8. Come here. You okay? You want to go?
That's when it looks like Andy Ruiz is going to bore you to death and get booed and not be able to...
Oh!
And he does.
I knew Ortiz was going to come out with that left hand. He was lining him up.
Good. Okay. That was the first right hand. And then he landed a right hand there, and then boom, right there, inside. Hey,
that was the same shot he hit Anthony Joshua with.
It is, but the fact of the matter is he got in close.
Yeah.
That's what he needed to do.
And you know what? He needs like, what, 3 inches to throw that punch. And you're right. Yeah. Joshua's equilibrium was kind of shot for the rest of the night after getting hit with that.
Right.
For 8, Andy Ruiz with another knockdown. You see how short, tight that right hand is.
For the bell, gentlemen. Bueno. Sácalo que está bien duro. Está bien sellado. Este va un poquito aguante. Pero cuando me voy a la izquierda y no me vivo. Esto es caminar un poquito al otro lado.
We've got some Hall of Famers here. There's Sugar Shane Mosley, lightweight, welterweight champion of the world. Jack Mosley is Women's Trainer of the Year. How about Eddie Murray? Dodger Memorial, Baseball Hall of Famers. Lennox Lewis. Number 9.
Sorry, hey, let's go. Let him go, Luis. Let him go. We're done, right, guys.
That's what the corner asked for Andy Ruiz to get close.
Let's revisit the scorecards now.
Those knockdowns really help him here. If he doesn't get inside, then he allows Ortiz to take control.
Take a look at those knockdowns as well. I keep mentioning the second knockdown. Those are short.
caso es de que estaba jugando con Pomощ, tenía todas las de ganar que perder, y ahora puede perder hasta cierto punto una buena parte de la etapa, muchachos. Y viendo los remakes de varios momentos, comenzó muy bien Andy. Obviamente, usando la experiencia. Él lo dijo, la experiencia iba a ser mi factor número uno.
Han estado pidiendo
Did hit him, now seemingly blocked, but he went down as a result.
que tiene que tener mucho cuidado. Al inicio ya vimos cuando quiso rematar, cómo
10, 11, 12. Tiene más combustible para cerrar este season. 58-54.
Lennox, I guess I expected a little more as I used the expression sustained fireworks.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he's still dangerous at whatever weight he fights at. He's a sparring with on a daily basis.
And everybody knows that. That's why they stayed away from him.
That is wild.
Probing with the jab still is Ortiz. Still there. Yeah, it's a much older package now, but there's still real skill and experience.
Doubt.
See the punches landed. It's almost even. Again, the harder shots are coming from Andy Ruiz.
It's not easy to box at southpaw, especially, of this caliber.
And when
Arguably one of the best or the best southpaw heavyweight.
Oiga, oiga, no entiendo por
What's
qué
that,
tú me
man?
estás llaveando
No, see,
bien.
to me.
I don't understand why you're jabbing.
Todavía buscando esa recta como
And you're
él
still
la-
looking for
es la
that
que le
right.
está esperando.
What are you
Mejor
waiting
dicho,
for?
Dile, aquí viene la recta. Tírale
Just
un
hit it
upper,
with the
cojones,
left
mira, atrás,
and go with the
atrás,
right.
Tírale el upper.
Two of them, two jabs.
¿Ok? Eso es.
That's it. That's all you have to do.
¿Oíste?
Are you hearing me?
Es el 11 y estamos
This
ganando
is
el
11.
asalto, ¿ok?
We're winning
necesitas
these
tú
rounds,
tirarle
but we
el
need
upper
more.
ese ya. Cojones, cuando él se te engancha así.
When he's
cuando
like
él se
that,
te acurruca así, tírale el upper, brother.
Start working
Ese es
the
el
upper.
golpe.
When he tries to come in like
Ok, jala
that,
tu aire.
then work the upper.
Jala tu aire.
it's a dangerous punch to use.
That's why I say he has to just drop to the right to do it. You can't.
Punches and landed one. Yeah, I'm sorry, that's lackluster. He's an exciting fighter when there's action, when they get after each other, but there wasn't that round.
And you can tell Andy Ruiz is marked up under. Oh, good right hand by Ruiz. He's sneaky, man, with that right hand.
It just has that, he's built into his system. He gets hit, he throws back. I'm going to hurt you back. Good jab by Ruiz. DraftKings Live.
Intermittently during this.
Right.
fight.
Thank you. Intermittently is a good word.
As was pointed out, a few headbutts to boot.
Yeah.
But that's inevitable with the go.
That rocked Ortiz. Somehow he was able to eat it. Now a body shot drives Ortiz back. So Ruiz goes from lackluster to impressive very quickly. That left eye's closing up on Luis.
Right in front of him like that.
Tries the right hand again, partially blocked.
So, doctor,
That hurt him. That hurt him. That hurt his
I
eye.
heard that too. They were talking about right eye. They don't like the way that looked. But mainly, it's that punching power. When it drives a 245-pound man back, stops him in his tracks.
Luis Ortiz and very well.
Right hand slaps there on the body of Ortiz. Ortiz always game. You continue to bring it. Still has his own heavyweight title aspirations. And Andy Ruiz, the man with the more thudding.
Now let's see the.
Said the measure of the man, right?
Yes.
Could he just like box this night? By Ortiz. Lennox has been looking for that for a while.
Yeah, well, it's a little too late. You needed to be.
Able to find Ruiz. Even at distance. I think Ruiz is a good boxer.
Oh, yeah.
He stays at distance, but Ortiz is found. But again, he's going to have to do something big here to pull this out.
And he's trying. He is trying.
Well, that's what he needs to do. He needs to jab him up against the ropes and throw that left hand.
Right hand by Ruiz. Ruiz got touched by that, but a little head movement got him out of danger. Ruiz now trying to measure him. Maybe line him up for a shot with Ortiz. He knows Ortiz has got to jump to him.
Oh. This is where the uppercut needs to go.
They clashed heads initially, and then they pushed back, and it got dirty. A rare occurrence with 30 seconds to go in the fight. See the concentration by Andy Ruiz. Still love to close the show. Ortiz running out of time.
Oh, left it all in the ring, that's for sure. Tonight.
Both fighters with a lot of heart.
Yeah, good fight.
A lot of skill. Look, there weren't a lot of fireworks. Not a lot of sustained action.
I would be hard-pressed to think that he did not win this fight. Considered, I think he'd look better against just about everybody else. Luis
It's a very good question. How would you answer that question?
Well, just like Joe did.
A little bit, right? You wanted to see a little more, and yet, look, the object is to get the W, and the object is to...
The truth, I would have loved to see a couple more rounds to see what Luis Ortiz, because...
Again, sometimes he can be...
there's something like
Right.
unsteady legs.
See, Ortiz's family is there. But even though Ortiz won a bunch of rounds and was able to land quite often, Ruiz is sturdy, never off his feet.
Yeah, he was never hurt like Ortiz was, that's for sure. And he got clipped square on. Yeah.
So now Luis Ortiz has been down 5 times in his last 2 fights.
Beautiful left hand right there. I mean, Andy Ruiz takes a great punch.
By the way, Ortiz took a great shot there, too.
Yeah, I was going to mention.
Wow.
Yeah, they both.
And yet, there was a lot to like. So
Yes.
a bit torn. Let's get the official.
Here are the score totals. Judging ringside, Fernando in favor of the winner of the WBC Heavyweight World Title Eliminator, the Destroyer, Andy.
Single point
Yeah.
by Ruiz, but Ortiz outlanded him.